Emma, are you there? Please tell me you're still alive.
I'm here. Barely. How are you holding up?
Oh, thank God. Same as always. Terrified and exhausted. The creatures outside haven't moved in 3 days. I think they know I'm in the area.
I can see 2 of them from my shelter window. Their shadows stretch for miles. Sometimes I hear that sound they make, that low humming that gets inside your head.
I know the one. It's like they're singing, but not to us, to something else.
Well, if they don't finish us off, then the hunger will. I'm down to my last 3 cans of food. Maybe 4 if I stretch it. How much do you have left?
About the same. Found some expired protein bars in a collapsed store yesterday. They taste like cardboard, but they're calories.
We can't keep living like this. It's been 74 years since they arrived. 74 years of hiding, of running, and of watching everyone we love disappear. Not to mention those pills we took to slow our age. If we did end up surviving, then we'd be stuck here for centuries.
I know, but Emma, I found something. Something that might change everything.
You have?
Remember the old government facility I've been exploring? The one about 20 miles west of here?
The one with all the security warnings? Max, and you promised me you wouldn't go in there alone.
I had to, and I'm glad I did. I found the time travel laboratory.
Time travel? That's just a myth. The government never actually perfected it.
Oh, but they did. It was completed all the way back in 2026, just 1 month before the invasion. 1 month before everything ended.
Even if that's true, it doesn't matter now. The technology would be destroyed. Everything's destroyed.
Not everything. The lab was deep underground. Reinforced bunker. Most of the equipment is still intact.
Max, and please don't tell me you're thinking what I think you're thinking.
I found the activation key. There's only one. Just one chance to go back.
Go back where? Go back when?
To 2026, the year they first arrived. I can warn everyone. I can stop this from happening.
What? You don't know if it even works. You could die. Or worse, you could get stuck in the past and have to relive it all over again.
Emma, look around you. It literally cannot get any worse. We're the last 2 people on Earth at this point. If I don't try, we're going to die here anyway.
But if you go back, we'll be separated. I'll be alone. What if something goes wrong? What if you can't get back?
I will get back. I promise you. I will save us both. I will save everyone.
How can you be sure people will believe you? If someone from the future told you aliens were coming, would you believe them?
I have proof. I've been documenting everything for years. I have video footage. Clear, undeniable evidence of what these things can do.
What kind of footage?
The harvesting process. The way they take people. The way they make them float. The things they say to them as the blood exits their stomachs.
God, I remember when they first started taking people. The way those poor souls just lifted off the ground.
I have all of it recorded. Every horrible detail. When people see what's coming, they'll have to listen.
Show me some of it. Show me what you plan to use to convince them.
Are you sure? These videos are hard to watch, even after all these years.
I need to see. If you're really gonna do this, I need to know what you're working with.
Okay, but prepare yourself. This is from the early days, when they first started communicating with us.
Jesus Christ, how did we ever think we could fight them?
We didn't know what we were dealing with. Nobody did. But now I can change that. I can give humanity time to prepare.
That voice in the video, that was someone being taken, wasn't it?
Yes, one of thousands, maybe millions.
I can't watch anymore right now. It's too much.
I understand, but you see why I have to do this. Why I have to try.
I do. I hate it, but I do. When would you go?
Tonight. The temporal window is optimal, and every day we wait is another day those creatures stand outside our doors.
What's your plan once you get there?
First, I'll contact the governments, show them the evidence, get them to take action.
And if they don't believe you?
Then I'll find another way. I'll contact scientists, researchers, anyone who will listen. Someone has to believe.
What about us? What about our life together? We've survived this long, and I'm sure we'll be able to find each other soon.
Emma, what life? We're not living. We're just existing, waiting to die. This is our chance to actually live again.
But what if you can't change anything? What if this is just how things are supposed to be?
Then at least I'll know I tried. At least I'll know I didn't give up. But I believe I can do this. I have to believe it.
How long will you be gone?
Time works differently. From your perspective, it might be instant, or it might be forever. I honestly don't know.
That's terrifying.
Everything about this is terrifying, but it's also hope. The first real hope we've had in decades.
Promise me something then.
Anything.
Promise me that this isn't goodbye.
This isn't goodbye, Emma. This is see you soon.
I love you, more than anything, more than life itself.
I love you too. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I have to try. Wait for me, okay?
Always. I'll wait as long as it takes. Just come home to me.
I will. See you soon, my love. See you in a better world. Director Cook, I have urgent information about a threat to national security. This is not a drill or a hoax. In exactly 7 months, 12 days, and 6 hours, Massive extraterrestrial entities will begin a coordinated invasion of Earth. They will target major population centers first. Millions will die in the first 24 hours.
Who is this? How did you get this number?
My name is Maxon. I'm trying to save humanity. You need to implement emergency protocols immediately. Evacuate all major cities. Begin construction of underground shelters.
Mr. Maxon, this is a secure government line. If this is some kind of prank, you could face serious federal charges.
This is not a prank. I have video evidence, proof of what's coming.
What the hell is this? Some kind of deep-fake horror movie?
It's real footage from the invasion. That creature you just saw will appear over Washington, D.C. first. Those floating figures are human beings. They're being harvested.
You're clearly disturbed. I'm blocking this number and reporting you to authorities. Do not contact any government officials again.
Wait, please. You have to listen to me. Director Cook? Director Cook? General Thema. I need an emergency meeting with the Joint Chiefs at the Pentagon. Earth will be invaded by hostile alien forces in less than 8 months. We need to begin military preparations immediately.
Identify yourself. State your clearance level.
My name is Maxon, and I don't have official clearance, but I have information that could save our entire species. The aliens use a technology that allows them to lift humans into the air. They then drain them of blood and life force. Our conventional weapons will be useless against them.
You don't have clearance and you're talking about aliens? How did you get this number?
I have video proof. Evidence of their methods.
I don't know what kind of sci-fi nonsense this is, but you've just committed a serious breach of security. Expect a visit from federal agents.
General, please. You have to understand. That footage is real. Those people are really dying.
I'm forwarding your information to Pentagon Security. Do not attempt to contact any military personnel again.
You're making a mistake. Humanity's survival depends on you listening to me. Dr. Shaw, I'm reaching out because NASA needs to be aware of incoming extraterrestrial activity. Your deep space monitoring systems should start detecting anomalies within the next few weeks. Massive objects approaching Earth from outside our solar system.
This is Dr. Shaw. Who am I speaking with?
My name is Maxon. I have critical information about an impending alien invasion. The entities are massive, multi-dimensional beings. They've developed Titan-scale weapons that allows them to harvest entire planets of organisms.
How did you obtain my direct contact information?
That's not important right now. What's important is that NASA begins tracking these incoming threats. I have documented evidence of their capabilities.
This appears to be some kind of digital manipulation. Are you affiliated with any research institution?
Dr. Shaw, I know this sounds incredulous, but I'm from the year 2100. I've traveled back in time to prevent this invasion. In my timeline, these creatures have already destroyed civilization.
Time travel? Sir, I think you need professional help. This conversation is over.
Wait, check your long-range scanners. Look for anomalous readings in the Kuiper Belt. God damn it! This is an urgent public health warning. In approximately 7 months, a biological threat unlike anything in human history will emerge. Extraterrestrial entities such as this one will begin harvesting human beings.
This is CDC Emergency Operations. Please state the nature of your emergency.
I need to speak with the director immediately. This concerns an imminent biological catastrophe. Alien organisms will infect human populations. Standard quarantine protocols will be ineffective.
Sir, are you reporting an actual biological incident, or is this a theoretical concern?
It's a future incident that I'm trying to prevent. I have video documentation showing the infection process. People are lifted into the air and drained of life.
Future incident? Sir, we can only respond to current emergencies.
This is a current emergency. The aliens are already on their way. Look at this footage.
I'm going to transfer you to our mental health crisis line.
No! You have to listen to me. Hello?
This is Special Agent Collins, FBI Cybercrime Division. We've been monitoring suspicious communications from your device. Multiple reports have come in stating that you have been harassing government officials with terroristic threats.
Agent Collins, I'm not a terrorist. I'm trying to save lives. Everything I've said to government officials is true.
You've contacted FEMA, Pentagon, NASA, CDC, and Homeland Security, all within the past 48 hours, claiming an alien invasion is imminent.
Because it is imminent. 7 months from now, massive extraterrestrial entities will begin harvesting humans on a global scale. I have documented proof.
Your proof appears to be digitally manipulated media. Sophisticated, sure, but clearly fabricated nevertheless. What's your endgame here?
My endgame is preventing the extinction of humanity. Agent Collins, please, just look at the evidence with an open mind.
No, we're tracking your location. I suggest you turn yourself in voluntarily. Cooperation will be noted in your court case.
I can't do that. Too many lives depend on me getting this information out. You'll understand when the invasion begins.
There won't be an invasion because it's all in your head. Get help before this gets worse for you.
Hi, Riley. I know this sounds crazy, but I need you to watch something. It's about a threat coming to Earth. A threat that nobody in government will take seriously.
Excuse me?
My name is Maxon. I found your contact through social media. I'm reaching out to regular people because officials won't listen. Please, just watch this video.
Okay, that's actually pretty creepy. Did you make this yourself? The visual effects are incredible.
It's not visual effects. It's real footage from the future. These creatures will arrive in 7 months. They'll target college campuses early in the invasion, so you'll be one of the first to go if you do nothing.
Future footage? Dude, what kind of scam are you running?
It's not a scam. I'm from the year 2100. I traveled back in time to prevent this.
Right, and I'm the Queen of England.
Riley, please. I know how it sounds, but people's lives are at stake. Your life is at stake.
Look, the video is well made, but with Sora 4 and all the AI video generation tools now, anyone can create this stuff. It's getting impossible to tell what's real anymore.
This predates any AI technology. This is actual documentation of events.
Sure it is. I'm blocking you now. Good luck with your film project or whatever this is.
Riley, wait! Don't block me! You need to see the rest. Marcus, you don't know me, but I have important information. Information that could save your life and your family's lives. Please give me 2 minutes to explain.
And who are you?
I'm someone trying to prevent a catastrophe. In 7 months, hostile aliens will invade Earth. They use advanced technology to harvest humans.
Aliens? Are you seriously texting random people about aliens?
I have video proof, documented evidence of what's coming.
I don't want to see your fake videos. Not gonna lie. Stop contacting me or I'm calling the police.
The police won't help. Nobody in authority will listen. That's why I'm reaching out to civilians.
You're blocked.
We've triangulated your approximate location, Maxon. Multiple cell towers show you moving through the downtown area. You're running out of time to surrender voluntarily.
I'm not surrendering, not while humanity is in danger.
You've contacted over 40 civilians in the past 6 hours. Mass harassment, distribution of disturbing content. The charges are piling up.
Those aren't crimes. I'm trying to warn people.
Warning people about fictional aliens is a crime, boy. What's your background anyway? Film? Computer graphics?
My background is surviving the apocalypse. My background is watching everyone I ever loved die.
We'll discuss your delusions after you're in custody. Make this easy on yourself.
David, this is going to sound ridiculous, but I'm your son from the future. I need your help to save humanity.
Excuse me? Who is this? How did you get my personal contact?
My name is Maxon. You're going to meet Sarah Williams in November. You'll marry her in 2027. I'll be born in 2028. And all of this will happen during the greatest conflict the world has ever seen.
This is some kind of prank, right? Sarah Williams works in accounting. We've barely spoken 2 words to each other.
You have a scar on your left shoulder from when you fell off your bike at age 12. You were rushing to get home because you'd broken curfew. Mom always said you were lucky you didn't break your neck.
How could you possibly know that? I've never told anyone that story.
Because you told me. When I was 8 years old, you were teaching me to ride my own bike. You said accidents happen, but we can't let fear stop us from living.
This is impossible.
Dad, I know it's hard to believe, but I'm from the year 2100. I've traveled back in time to prevent a catastrophe.
Time travel doesn't exist.
It will exist. The government will perfect it right here at NASA in 2026, just 1 month before the aliens arrive.
Aliens?
Yes, aliens. Massive multi-dimensional entities. They'll destroy civilization and slaughter humanity unless we stop them. And Dad, it's partially your fault they find us.
What? How?
You're working on the unauthorized satellite project, aren't you? The one you haven't told Dr. Char about yet.
How do you know about that? That project is classified beyond belief. It's only been in space for a few months anyway.
Well, in not too long, its signals will lead the aliens directly to Earth.
That Can't be. The satellite is designed for passive monitoring only.
The monitoring works too well. It detects them first, but the detection signal bounces back, creating a beacon that they can use to find Earth.
If you're really my son from the future, prove it. Show me something only someone from the future would have.
I have video documentation, footage of what the aliens do to people. It's hard to watch, Dad, but you need to see it.
Show me. Jesus Christ, what was that?
That's what happens to humans during the harvesting process. The aliens lift them into the air, then they drain them of life force.
This has to be computer generated. Special effects or AI or something.
Dad, you're an engineer. Analyze the metadata. Check the compression artifacts. Run every test you can think of.
I will. But first, show me more. If this is real, I need to understand what we're dealing with.
This one shows their psychological manipulation. They promise peace and rest, but it's all lies.
The way they're floating, the expressions on their faces. If this is fake, it's beyond anything I've ever seen.
It's not fake, Dad. This is real footage from my timeline. A timeline where we failed to stop them.
Give me a few hours. I need to run these videos through every analysis program we have.
Of course. But Dad, we don't have much time. The FBI is tracking me. They think I'm a terrorist.
The FBI? What have you been doing?
Trying to warn the government. Nobody will listen. Everyone thinks I'm insane.
Maybe because you're claiming to be from the future?
That's why I need you. You have credibility. You have access to resources. You can make people listen.
And I mean if these videos are authentic. We can't do this alone. We'd need help from someone with even more authority than me.
Who do you have in mind?
Dr. Char. She's my mentor here at NASA. Brilliant physicist. If anyone would take this seriously, it's her.
Will she believe you?
Not if I lead with time travel and aliens, but if I present it as anomalous deep space signals, strange readings that need investigation, she might be willing to listen.
Do it. But Dad, be careful who you trust. The government will try to bury this. They'll call it classified or a security threat.
I understand. Let me finish analyzing these videos first. Then I'll reach out to Dr. Char.
How long will the analysis take?
A few hours, maybe less if the results are conclusive.
I'll wait. Thank you for believing me.
I haven't decided if I believe you yet, but if there's even a chance this is real, we have to act.
That's all I ask.
Maxon, the analysis is complete. The metadata indicates these videos were recorded on devices that don't exist yet. The compression algorithms are decades more advanced than anything we have.
So you believe me now?
I believe the videos are authentic. I believe they document something that actually happened. Whether you're really my future son, that's harder to accept.
I understand. What matters is that you help me prevent this.
I'm contacting Dr. Char now, setting up a meeting for this afternoon. I'll tell her I've detected strange signals in our deep space monitoring array.
What about the true source?
I won't mention you or time travel. Not yet. Let's see if she takes the threat seriously first.
Good thinking. Dad, one more thing. When you do eventually tell her the truth, she's going to ask for proof that you can't provide.
What kind of proof?
Scientific proof that time travel is possible. Mathematical frameworks, theoretical models.
I don't have any of that.
But I do. I memorized the key equations from the government files, the ones that made time travel possible.
You memorized equations for time travel?
When you're the last person on Earth with access to that information, you tend to remember everything.
Can you write them down?
Better. I can derive them step by step, show the mathematical progression that leads to temporal displacement.
That would be incredibly helpful. Dr. Char speaks mathematics better than English sometimes.
I'll prepare everything while you meet with her. But Dad, be ready for skepticism, even from her.
Dr. Char, thank you for agreeing to this private meeting. What I'm about to show you is going to challenge everything we think we know.
David, you mentioned anomalous deep space signals. I've been reviewing our monitoring data and haven't seen anything unusual.
Dr. Char, my name is Maxon. I'm the source of David's information.
Okay, so why are you here messaging us exactly?
Because I'm someone with knowledge of an impending extraterrestrial threat. I know how that sounds, but please hear me out.
David, is this related to your satellite project? The unauthorized one you think I don't know about?
You know about that?
I know everything that happens in my department. We'll discuss the disciplinary implications later. Right now, explain what this is about.
Dr. Char, in exactly 6 months and 28 days, massive extraterrestrial entities will arrive on Earth. And when they do, they will begin systematically harvesting human life by the millions. David's satellite transmissions are what lead them to us.
Extraterrestrial entities? You're talking about alien contact?
I'm talking about a full-scale alien invasion. I have documented proof of what they're capable of.
Show me.
These videos are disturbing. They show the harvesting process in detail.
What am I looking at here? The scale of that creature isn't biologically able to exist. It has to be several miles tall, and something with that much mass would be crushed by Earth's gravity.
They don't exactly conform to current physical standards. They're massive, multi-dimensional beings with the ability to manipulate gravitational fields to harvest life forms.
The gravitational effects I'm seeing in this footage, the way light bends around the entity, if this is computer-generated, it's beyond anything currently possible.
It's not computer-generated. It's actual documentation from the future.
Dr. Char, I've run extensive metadata analysis on these videos. The compression algorithms are decades more advanced than our current technology.
From the future? Are you claiming time travel?
Yes, I'm from the year 2100. I traveled back to prevent this catastrophe.
That's what?
Look, just trust me. Now prepare yourself. This is the final video I have.
The audio distortion in this footage, it's not just digital compression, it's actual atmospheric interference, the kind you'd see from massive gravitational manipulation.
Exactly. They use gravity waves to affect human consciousness. That's why the victims appear so calm during harvesting.
If what you're showing me is authentic, this represents the most significant discovery in human history, evidence of not just extraterrestrial life, but hostile extraterrestrial intelligence.
Dr. Char, I know you've spent your career searching for life in the universe. Well, you found it. Unfortunately, it found us first.
David, explain your satellite project. All of it. No omissions this time.
I've been sending experimental signals and satellites into deep space. They use high-powered transmissions on frequencies to penetrate interstellar medium. The goal was to make contact with any intelligent civilizations that might exist in the universe.
Without authorization from NASA Command?
I knew they'd shut it down. Too much red tape, too much fear, but I wanted to be the one to make first contact.
Dad, your transmissions worked. They detected them, but instead of peaceful contact, they saw an opportunity to harvest.
Dad? David, who is this person to you?
According to him, he's my son from the future.
Oh, okay. This keeps getting more absurd.
Dr. Char, I can provide mathematical proof of temporal displacement. The equations that make time travel possible. Would you like me to derive them for you?
You have equations for time travel?
The government will develop them in 2026. I memorized them from the classified files.
Show me.
The fundamental principle is quantum temporal entanglement, where delta t represents temporal displacement, and the integral represents the quantum probability current.
That's actually mathematically elegant. I've never seen this formulation before, but it's consistent with quantum field theory.
The key breakthrough is realizing that consciousness creates temporal reference frames. By manipulating quantum probability states, you can shift between reference frames.
This is either the work of a brilliant theoretical physicist or someone who actually has access to future scientific knowledge.
Dr. Char, what do you think?
I think we need more data. If David's satellite transmissions really triggered alien attention, we should be able to detect response signals.
You will. Check the data from the past 3 weeks. Look for anomalous readings from the Kuiper Belt region.
I don't have access to real-time deep space monitoring data. That requires level 7 clearance.
Don't you have level 7 clearance?
I do, but accessing it without justification raises flags.
The justification is preventing human extinction.
I need more than that for the bureaucrats.
What if we present it as investigating potential interference with our satellite project? Technical troubleshooting rather than alien hunting?
That could work, if I frame it as routine system diagnostics.
Do whatever you have to do. But Dr. Char, we need that data today. The aliens are already responding to the transmissions. Every day we delay makes intervention less likely to succeed.
What kind of intervention are you proposing?
We need to stop the satellite transmissions immediately, then send a counter-signal to mask Earth's location.
Counter-signal?
A false beacon that redirects them away from Earth. Make them think the original signals came from somewhere else.
That would require massive power output and precise targeting to the alien approach vector.
NASA has the capability. The Deep Space Network Array can generate enough power.
Assuming we can get authorization, which we won't if we tell them it's to redirect aliens.
Then we don't tell them it's to redirect aliens. We tell them it's to correct an error in my unauthorized transmissions.
An error that could have compromised Earth's radio silence?
Exactly.
Will that work?
It might. If we present it as damage control for David's rogue project, Command might approve a corrective transmission.
How long will it take to get approval?
If I pull the right strings and call in some favors, maybe 48 hours.
That should be enough time, as long as the aliens haven't changed course yet.
Changed course from what?
Their original trajectory toward Earth. Right now, they're still in deep space, but once they enter our solar system, it'll be too late.
When do they enter our solar system?
In my original timeline, it was 6 months and 26 days from now. But since I've altered events by coming back, the timeline might be shifting.
Then we need to move fast. I'll access the monitoring data this afternoon. David, start preparing technical justifications for a corrective transmission. And Maxon, keep providing any information that might help us understand their approach vector.
I will. Thank you both for believing me. You're humanity's best hope.
I haven't decided if I believe you yet, but I've spent my entire career searching for extraterrestrial life. If there's even a chance you're right, we have to act. I'm adding Commander Jackson to our discussion. He has the military liaison clearance we need for any large-scale operations.
Dr. Char briefed me on potential extraterrestrial contact scenarios. This is above my usual pay grade, but I'm here to assess threat levels and response options.
Commander Jackson, thank you for joining us. What you're about to hear is going to challenge everything you know about military defense.
Try me. I've planned for everything, from nuclear war to asteroid impacts.
The entities we're dealing with are massive, multi-dimensional beings. Each one stands approximately 3 miles tall. They possess technology that manipulates gravitational fields on a planetary scale.
3 miles tall? How do we target something that size?
You don't. Conventional weapons are completely ineffective. Missiles, artillery, even nuclear weapons hit them with little to no effect. You see, they are coated in armor that exists partially in our dimension and partially in others. Physical projectiles can't maintain contact long enough to inflict damage.
That's advanced.
Commander, these beings can lift entire human populations into the air simultaneously. They use psychological manipulation combined with gravitational control. People float toward them willingly, thinking they're being saved.
Psychological manipulation, how?
They broadcast thoughts directly into human minds, promise peace, rest, no more suffering. Meanwhile, they're draining life force from the victims.
Commander, I've been analyzing the tactical data Maxon provided, cross-referencing with our current military capabilities. Every scenario results in complete defeat within 72 hours.
Every scenario?
Every one. Air superiority means nothing when the enemy controls gravity. Ground forces can't engage targets that lift them off the ground.
What about electronic warfare? Jamming their communications?
They don't use radio communications. Everything is telepathic or gravitational wave-based. Technologies we don't have access to yet.
Dr. Char, what's your assessment of these claims?
I've been monitoring deep space communications for the past 48 hours. I'm detecting faint response signals that correlate with David's transmission schedule. Something is definitely out there, and it's been responding to our signals for weeks.
Responding how?
Structured pulses on frequencies that mirror our experimental transmissions. The mathematical precision suggests artificial origin, non-human artificial origin.
Those are navigational confirmations. They're using David's signals as beacons to guide their approach.
Which specific transmissions? I've sent hundreds of different signal types.
The high-power burst transmissions, the ones you sent on rotating frequencies to penetrate cosmic background radiation.
Those were my most powerful signals. I sent them every Tuesday for the past 4 months.
That matches the response pattern I'm seeing. Every Tuesday, approximately 6.7 hours after David's transmissions, we get structured responses from the same region of space.
How far out are these signals coming from?
Based on the time delay, roughly 40 AU, somewhere beyond Pluto's orbit.
They're closer than expected. In my original timeline, they didn't reach 40 AU until next month.
They're accelerating?
My presence here has altered the timeline. They might be responding to the temporal displacement itself.
Temporal displacement? Commander, there's something else you need to know. Maxon claims to be from the year 2100.
2100? Time travel?
I know how it sounds, Commander, but I traveled back to prevent human extinction. In my timeline, these creatures wiped out 99.9% of humanity.
Even if I could believe that, what's your proposed solution?
We redirect them, send Send a counter signal that masks Earth's location. Make them think the original transmissions came from somewhere else.
Like a decoy beacon?
Exactly. We need to use the deep space network to broadcast a false signal, something powerful enough to override David's original transmissions.
I've been working on the technical specifications. We'd need to coordinate all 3 deep space network sites: Goldstone, Madrid, and Canberra operating in synchronization.
That would require NASA administrator approval, and probably Pentagon clearance given the power requirements.
What if we don't ask for approval? What if we present it as emergency damage control?
Unauthorized use of the deep space network? That's court-martial territory.
Commander, if Maxon is right about the threat level, court-martial is preferable to human extinction.
Point taken. What kind of timeline are we working with?
Based on the accelerated approach trajectory, we have maybe 72 hours before they're too close to redirect. After that, they'll have visual confirmation of Earth's location.
72 hours to coordinate a multi-site operation. That's cutting it close.
Commander, can you help us access the necessary resources without raising too many red flags?
I can mobilize some assets under emergency preparedness protocols, satellite communication disruption exercises. Officially, we're testing our ability to counter hostile jamming.
That could provide cover for the power requirements.
What about personnel? We'll need technicians at all 3 sites working simultaneously.
I can arrange temporary assignments. Military communications specialists on rotation. They won't know the real purpose. Just follow technical orders.
I'll prepare the signal specifications. Frequency ranges, power outputs, targeting coordinates.
I'll work on the false beacon design. Make it convincing enough to fool whatever's monitoring our transmissions.
Commander, there's one more thing. If the redirection fails, what are our backup options?
Honestly, if these things are as powerful as you describe, we don't have backup options. This redirection plan is our only shot.
Then we better make it work.
I'm seeing increased signal activity from the response source. Multiple structured transmissions in the past hour. They're definitely getting closer.
How much closer?
The time delay is decreasing. I'd estimate they've closed the distance by at least 2 AU since yesterday.
They're accelerating faster than before. My timeline changes have them more interested in Earth.
Or more urgent about reaching it.
Either way, we're running out of time.
I'll start preparing the Deep Space Network authorization requests. Frame them as routine system maintenance and communication tests.
I'll handle military resource allocation. Get our people in position at all 3 sites.
Thank you all. You're taking an enormous risk believing me.
The risk of not believing you is greater. If there's even a 1% chance you're right about this threat, we have to act.
Agreed. I've seen enough evidence to take this seriously. Let's save the world.
David, are you there? I need to talk to you about something weird that's been happening. It's your neighbor, George, from across the street.
Oh, George, hi. What's going on?
It's about my radio equipment. Every Tuesday around 3 p.m., all my electronics go haywire. We seem to be getting some kind of massive electromagnetic interference.
Tuesday at 3 p.m.?
Yeah, like clockwork. And it's not just radio static. My TV gets distorted, my computer reboots, even my digital clocks reset.
That's concerning.
David, I know you work for NASA. Is there some kind of satellite activity happening on Tuesdays?
Why do you ask?
Because the interference pattern isn't random. It's structured, like someone's broadcasting something powerful. Really powerful.
George, can you describe exactly what you're seeing?
Yesterday, I was monitoring my equipment during the interference. I saw aurora-like lights in the sky, but it was broad daylight, and we're nowhere near the magnetic poles.
Aurora lights?
Bright green and blue streaks. Lasted about 20 minutes, right when my radio equipment was getting hit hardest. Look, I took a picture.
George, this is important. Have you told anyone else about this?
Just my ham radio club, but they think I'm imaging things. Said it's probably just military exercises.
It's not military exercises. George, I need to bring you into something confidential. Can you meet me in person?
Sure, but what's this about?
Your observations might be crucial to preventing a catastrophe.
A catastrophe?
I'll explain everything, but first I need to add you to a secure group discussion.
Okay.
Everyone, I'm adding my neighbor George to our discussion. He's been witnessing electromagnetic effects from my transmissions.
Welcome to the group, George.
Hi everyone. David said you need my observations about the radio interference.
George, we're investigating unusual phenomena related to deep space communications. Any details you can provide would be extremely helpful.
Well, it happens every Tuesday at exactly 3:17 p.m. Massive electromagnetic pulse that affects everything electronic within a 3-mile radius.
3-mile radius? That's significant power bleed.
George, Have you noticed any other atmospheric effects? Changes in air pressure, temperature, sound distortions?
Actually, yes. Right before the interference starts, there's this low humming sound. It's felt more than heard. Makes your teeth ache.
That sounds like resonant frequency effects. George, I'm adding my research assistant Elena to help analyze this data.
Hello, everyone. Dr. Char filled me in on the basics. George, can you be more specific about the humming frequency?
I've measured it with audio equipment. It's right around 28 Hz, just below human hearing range.
28 Hz is interesting. That's close to the resonant frequency of atmospheric nitrogen.
Which would explain the aurora effects George described.
The aliens are already affecting our atmosphere, even from 40 AU away.
Aliens, George, Eleanor. There's classified information you need to understand.
Classified how?
Elena, what we're dealing with isn't terrestrial. George, those signals you're detecting, they're extraterrestrial responses.
Extraterrestrial? You mean like aliens?
Yes, and they're using David's transmissions to navigate toward Earth.
That's incredible. If we're really in contact with alien intelligence.
Not contact, invasion. They're coming to harvest humanity.
Harvest?
I'd rather not go into details again. Let's just say we need to stop them from finding us, or we're all cooked.
Dr. Shah, I've been analyzing the signal data you gave me. There are patterns you might have missed.
What kind of patterns?
The response signals aren't just acknowledgements. They're triangulation attempts. Each response is slightly different, like they're trying to pinpoint our exact location.
They're getting more precise with each transmission.
Which means stopping future transmissions isn't enough. We need to actively mask what we've already sent.
I'm bringing in Captain Nunez for technical assessment. He specializes in electronic warfare and signal disruption.
Commander Jackson briefed me. You need massive interference signals broadcast across interstellar distances. That's beyond anything we've attempted before.
Is it possible, though?
Theoretically, yes. We'd need to coordinate multiple high-power arrays. Not just the Deep Space Network, but every major radio telescope on Earth.
What about power requirements?
Enormous. We're talking about generating signals detectable across 40 AU. That requires power output equivalent to a small nuclear reactor.
I might be able to help with ground-level coordination. My ham radio club has operators worldwide. We could monitor for interference, success, or failure.
That's actually useful. We need real-time feedback on signal effectiveness.
Captain Nunez, how long do you need to assess feasibility?
Give me 4 hours. I need to run calculations on power distribution and atmospheric propagation.
We don't have much time. Elena's analysis shows they're triangulating faster than expected.
The precision is increasing exponentially. If the pattern continues, they'll have exact coordinates within 36 hours.
36 hours? That's half what we originally calculated.
Is there anything I can do in the meantime? Monitor specific frequencies or equipment?
Yes, watch for changes in the interference pattern. If the aliens detect our countermeasures, they might change their approach.
How will I know if they've detected us?
The humming frequency will change, and the aurora effects will become more intense.
George, if you see any significant changes, contact us immediately. Don't try to investigate on your own.
Understood.
Dr. Shah, should I start preparing interference signal specifications based on the triangulation patterns I've identified?
Yes, but coordinate with Captain Nunez. We need technical feasibility before we commit to specific frequencies.
I'll have preliminary results in 2 hours, but I'm telling you now, this is going to require resources we barely have.
Whatever it takes, failure isn't an option.
I should also mention, I'm detecting increased activity on my monitoring equipment. The response signals are getting stronger and more frequent.
More frequent how?
Instead of once per week, I'm seeing responses every 12 hours.
They're accelerating their approach.
Or they're getting excited, anticipating arrival.
Either way, we're running out of time. Captain Nunez, expedite that feasibility assessment.
Understood. I'll get back to you in 3 hours instead of 4. But I need to warn everyone. If this doesn't work, we won't get a second chance. I've completed the technical assessment. The good news is that we have the capability. The bad news is that the implementation will be disruptive.
Define disruptive.
To generate signals powerful enough to mask Earth's location across 40 AU, we'll need to coordinate 47 different satellite networks in 23 ground-based arrays. The power draw will cause temporary blackouts across 3 continents.
How temporary?
4 to 6 hours of rolling blackouts. Global internet will be intermittent for up to 12 hours. Most cell phone networks will be down during the transmission window.
Captain Nunez, that's acceptable. Global blackouts are better than global extinction.
I've been monitoring the alien response signals continuously. The situation is worse than we thought.
Worse how?
The signal strength has increased 340% in the past 24 hours, and the frequency of responses has gone from twice daily to every 3 hours.
That matches what I'm seeing on the ground. The electromagnetic interference is getting stronger. This was my house 2 hours ago. Complete power failure for 20 minutes.
During one of the response signals?
Yes. And it's not just my house. The entire neighborhood went dark. Street lights, traffic signals, everything.
They're conducting reconnaissance scans. Each response signal is also a probe to map our infrastructure.
They're learning about our technology, figuring out how to shut us down when they arrive.
There's something else. I've been analyzing other deep space communication projects. We're not the only ones sending signals into space.
What do you mean?
The European Space Agency has an active SETI program. China has 3 deep space monitoring stations. Russia has been broadcasting continuously for the past 2 years.
Are they getting responses too?
I don't have access to their data, but if the aliens are triangulating based on multiple sources,
then stopping my dad's transmissions alone won't be enough. We need to coordinate globally.
I have contacts at ESA and the Japanese Space Agency, but convincing them to shut down their programs?
What's our cover story?
Solar storm preparations. I'm telling them we've detected an incoming coronal mass ejection, massive solar flare that could damage sensitive equipment.
That's actually brilliant. Solar storms are one of the few things that would justify coordinated global communication shutdowns.
Dr. Char, you better hurry with those international contacts. The local effects are getting scary.
Scary how?
The wildlife is freaking out, birds flying in circles, dogs howling constantly, and the aurora effects are visible even during daylight now.
That suggests the reconnaissance scans are affecting Earth's magnetic field. If they can manipulate our magnetosphere from 40 AU away,
their technology is more advanced than we realized. Even in my timeline, we didn't understand the full extent of their capabilities.
I'm sending emergency communications to ESA, JAXA, and Roscosmos, requesting immediate shutdown of all deep space transmissions, citing critical solar activity predictions.
How long until we can implement the interference plan?
I need 18 hours to coordinate all the necessary assets. But there's a problem.
What kind of problem?
The aliens aren't just passive receivers anymore. The latest response signals show active scanning patterns. They're mapping our entire electromagnetic spectrum.
They're preparing for the invasion, learning our weaknesses before they arrive.
The scanning is accelerating too. I'm seeing interference pulses every 45 minutes now, and each one is stronger than the last.
At this rate, they'll have complete reconnaissance data within 12 hours.
Can we accelerate our timeline?
Not without sacrificing effectiveness. If we rush the coordination, the interference signal won't be coherent. It needs to be precisely timed across all transmission sites.
What happens if they complete reconnaissance before we can interfere?
They'll know exactly how to disable our infrastructure. Power grids, communications, transportation systems. When they arrive, we'll be helpless.
There might be a way to buy us more time. What if we introduce random interference into our own signals? Make their reconnaissance data unreliable.
Sophisticated noise generation?
Exactly. Feed them false information about our capabilities.
I could coordinate that with my ham radio network. Spread random broadcasts across multiple frequencies.
That might work as a delaying tactic, but it won't stop the triangulation process.
Every hour we delay them is another hour to prepare.
Do it. All of it. Random interference, international coordination, everything.
I'm getting responses from the international contacts. ESA is suspicious, but willing to consider the solar storm warning. JAXA is requesting technical data to verify the threat. Roscosmos isn't responding yet.
What about China?
No direct contacts there. We'll have to hope they monitor international space weather alerts.
The random interference strategy is showing promise. I'm seeing confusion patterns in the latest alien response signals. They're trying to correlate contradictory data.
The neighborhood effects are stabilizing too. Still intense, but not getting worse every few minutes.
That's good. We might have bought ourselves some breathing room.
I'll use the extra time to refine the interference specifications. Make sure we get maximum effectiveness when we execute.
Status report in 6 hours. Everyone stay ready. If this doesn't work, we won't get another chance.
It has to work. The alternative is unthinkable.
Agreed. I'll continue coordinating international shutdowns.
I'll maintain the false signal broadcasts.
And I'll monitor for any changes in the local effects.
6 hours from now, we attempt to save humanity. No pressure, right?
Captain, the pressure is exactly what we need. In my timeline, humanity failed because they didn't take the threat seriously enough. You're taking it seriously. That's our advantage.
I need to share something with everyone. Something I just discovered in my old transmission logs. It's worse than we thought.
Dad, what did you find?
I've been going through my files from earlier this year. The unauthorized satellite transmissions didn't start when I told you. They started 3 months earlier. January 15th, 2026 was my first deep space broadcast.
That's exactly when our monitoring systems first detected anomalous responses.
I know. I've been cross-referencing the dates. Every single alien response correlates with my transmission schedule, down to the hour.
David, that's not necessarily your fault. They could have been monitoring before your signal started.
No, Elena, I've analyzed the response patterns. There's a clear escalation starting from my first transmission. Before January 15th, deep space was quiet. After January 15th, structured responses began immediately.
What exactly were you broadcasting?
High-power signals across multiple frequencies, mathematical sequences, prime numbers, basic physics constants. Everything designed to prove intelligent life existed on Earth.
You essentially sent up a flare saying, "Intelligent species here."
Yes, and I didn't stop there. I sent location data, star charts showing Earth's position relative to local stellar landmarks. I gave them everything they needed to find us.
Dad,
I condemned our entire species. 7 billion people are going to die because I wanted to make first contact.
David, you couldn't have known they'd be hostile.
That's not an excuse. First rule of any contact protocol is to assume unknown intentions. I violated every safety principle because I was arrogant, because I wanted to be the one who changed history.
Dad, I need to tell you something too. Something I should have said from the beginning.
What is it?
In my original timeline, you spent the rest of your life trying to make amends. You worked obsessively on defensive technologies, weapons systems, shields, early warning networks.
Did they work?
No, the aliens were too advanced, but your guilt-driven research led to something else, something that gave humanity hope.
What kind of research?
Time travel. Dad, your work on electromagnetic field manipulation, combined with your understanding of the alien response patterns, that's what made temporal displacement possible. This was your first machine.
I developed time travel?
You and a team of scientists, working in secret during the invasion. You called it Project Second Chance.
That's incredibly poetic.
Dad, your mistake with the satellite transmissions. It wasn't just what condemned humanity. It was also what saved us. Because you understood their technology better than anyone.
How?
You studied every response signal for decades, learned their communication protocols, reverse engineered their navigation systems. Nobody else on Earth knew the aliens as well as you did.
David, that expertise is exactly what we need now. Elena and I are struggling with the signal modification calculations. We need someone who understands how the aliens interpret our transmissions.
What kind of modifications?
We need to convince them our signals were natural phenomena, cosmic background radiation, pulsar emissions, solar flare activity, anything except evidence of intelligent life.
That's actually possible. The aliens filter natural signals differently than artificial ones. They look for mathematical patterns, structured sequences.
Can you design counterfeit natural signals?
Yes, I know their filtering algorithms. I've been receiving their analysis responses for months. I can create signals that look artificial to us, but natural to them.
How long would that take?
Give me 3 hours. I need to reverse engineer my own transmission patterns, figure out which elements triggered their interest.
Dad, this is your chance to fix what went wrong, to save humanity before the invasion ever starts.
What if I make another mistake? What if I make things worse?
You won't. This time you have help. This time, you know what the stakes are.
David, we need your technical expertise, but more importantly, we need your motivation. Nobody else has the personal investment to get this right.
The electromagnetic effects are intensifying again. Whatever the aliens are doing, they're getting more active.
The reconnaissance scans are becoming continuous. No gaps between probing signals anymore.
How much time do we have left?
In my original timeline, they reached the outer solar system 4 days before the invasion. But this timeline is accelerated. I'd estimate 48 hours before they're too close to redirect.
Then I better get started. Elena, I need you to send me all the response signal data. Every pattern, every frequency, every timing variation.
Sending it now. David, there's something else you should know. The aliens aren't just responding to your signals anymore. They're anticipating them.
Anticipating how?
Sending responses 20 minutes before your scheduled transmissions. Like they've learned your pattern so well they can predict your next broadcast.
That suggests they're already using your signals for navigation. Not just acknowledgement, but active guidance.
Which means the counterfeit signals need to be perfect. Any inconsistency will reveal we're trying to deceive them.
Understood. I'll design signals that match natural cosmic phenomena exactly. Background radiation patterns, stellar emission signatures, things that would fool even our own scientists.
David, while you work on the counterfeit signals, Captain Nunez and I will coordinate the global transmission array.
All international space agencies have agreed to the solar storm shutdown. We have coordinated control over every major deep space communication system.
What about the local effects? Should I evacuate the area around David's transmission site?
No, That might look suspicious. If the aliens are monitoring our behavior patterns, sudden evacuations could alert them we're planning something.
Dad's right. We need to maintain normal activity until the counterfeit transmission begins.
David, one more question. In your analysis of the alien responses, have you noticed any patterns that might tell us their current location?
Actually, yes. Based on signal delay variations, I can triangulate their approach vector. They're coming from the direction of Proxima Centauri, currently about 35 AU out and closing fast.
35 AU? They've covered 5 AU since yesterday.
At that rate, they'll reach the inner solar system in 36 hours.
We're running out of time.
Then I better make these counterfeit signals perfect, because we're only going to get one shot at this.
All stations are in position. Global electromagnetic array is synchronized and ready.
International space agencies have confirmed shutdown of all deep space transmissions.
Counterfeit signal generators are online.
I've uploaded the final signal specifications, natural cosmic radiation patterns that should fool their detection algorithms.
All military monitoring stations are tracking for alien response changes.
Local electromagnetic interference is at maximum intensity. Whatever they're doing out there, they're really focused on us.
This is it, everyone. Humanity's survival depends on what happens in the next few minutes.
Initiating global signal redirection in 3, 2, 1, execute.
Massive power draw across all networks. Rolling blackouts beginning as predicted.
Counterfeit signals broadcasting across all targeted frequencies.
Natural radiation patterns are masking the original transmission signatures.
The aurora effects are going crazy. Entire sky is lighting up like a rainbow.
Military satellites confirming global communication disruption. This is the largest coordinated signal operation in human history.
Monitoring for alien response changes. Come on, take the bait.
Signal analysis shows confusion patterns in the alien responses. They're trying to recalibrate their navigation systems.
The counterfeit signals are working. They're interpreting our transmissions as natural phenomena.
Alien response strength is decreasing. They're losing interest in our location.
Local interference is dropping too. Aurora effects fading back to normal sky.
Confirmed. Alien response signals have ceased completely. Deep space monitoring shows course change. They're moving away from the solar system.
We did it.
Incredible. We actually convinced them Earth wasn't inhabited.
The triangulation signals have stopped entirely. They've abandoned their approach to our solar system.
Everyone, you just saved humanity. 7 billion lives continue because of what you accomplished here.
I can't believe it worked. We actually undid the damage I caused.
David, you didn't just cause damage. Your knowledge of their systems is what made the solution possible.
David, your guilt drove you to become the world's leading expert on alien technology. That expertise saved us all.
Thank you, everyone, for giving me the chance to make amends, for believing that redemption was possible.
Military monitoring confirms sustained course change. The alien fleet is moving toward Alpha Centauri instead of Earth.
Dr. Char, are we documenting this for the official record?
Classified documentation only. The world can never know how close we came to extinction.
All participants will receive appropriate security clearances and classified commendations for preventing a species-ending catastrophe.
My work here is done. It's time for me to return to my own timeline.
Maxon, son, will I see you again?
In a sense, yes. You'll meet Sarah Williams soon, marry her next year, and I'll be born in 2028. But this time, I'll grow up in a world where humanity survived.
Thank you for saving us. Thank you for saving me from my mistake.
Thank you for being the kind of person who could learn from that mistake. Goodbye, Dad. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, Maxon.
Safe travels to the future.
Good luck.
It's been an honor.
See you in the history books.
Activating temporal displacement device. Timeline restoration in progress. See you all in a better world. Emma, you there?
Maxon, where have you been? You left for work this morning and never came home. I was starting to worry.
Work? Emma, what year is it?
2100, obviously. Are you feeling all right?
Emma, look outside. Tell me what you see.
I see the city skyline, traffic moving normally, people walking on the sidewalks. The usual Tuesday evening in New Angeles.
People walking on sidewalks? Emma, do you remember the Tet creatures? The invasion? The harvesting?
What are you talking about? Are you having some kind of breakdown?
No, I'm having a breakthrough. Emma, we're alive! Humanity survived. The world is beautiful and thriving, and we're together.
Of course we're together. We've been married for 25 years. We live in a nice apartment in a peaceful world. Why are you talking like this is some kind of miracle?
Because it is a miracle. Emma, you're going to think this sounds crazy, but I've been having dreams. Terrible dreams about alien invasions.
That's funny. I've been having strange dreams too, about giant creatures in the sky, and people floating and disappearing. But they feel more like memories than dreams.
Those weren't dreams, Emma. Those were echoes from another timeline. A timeline where humanity failed to prevent an alien invasion.
Another timeline?
Emma, I traveled back in time to 2026. I helped prevent the invasion that would have destroyed civilization. The timeline we're living in now is the result of that success.
Time travel? Maxon, that's impossible. Time travel was never invented.
It was never invented because it was never needed. In this timeline, humanity didn't face extinction, so the desperate research that led to temporal displacement never happened.
You really believe you traveled through time?
I know I did, and the proof is that we're having this conversation in a world where people walk freely under open skies.
Maxon, come home. Whatever's happening with you, we'll figure it out together.
I am coming home. I'm on my way to see you right now. And Emma, I have a hell of a lot more to tell you.
About time travel and alien invasions?
About how we get to grow old together in a world that was saved.
Saved by who?
By a group of heroes in 2026 who believed an impossible story. By my father, who found the courage to correct his greatest mistake. By scientists and soldiers and ordinary people who chose to act.
Well, whoever they were, I'm grateful to them too, because I can't imagine life without you.
You'll never have to. See you in 10 minutes, my love, in our beautiful, impossible, miraculous world.